going to be today upgrading the center pin bolt on my leaf spring packs from the 5/16 bolt that was in there to a 3/8 bolt grade 8. Previously I had some 5/16 just grade 5 in there. They really deformed and started allowing the pack to splay out a bit. Mainly because my U-bolts were old and reused, so that's another point for a later discussion. But at any rate, these things are kind of stupidly expensive. So what I did is I went down to the local hardware store, and for like $1.50, I got long enough grade 8 CAD plated bolts with hex head, and I could have gotten some socket head cap screws, but they didn't have grade 8, and so we're just going to go ahead and make our own. It's no big deal. So the head dimension on the socket head cap screw is 550, okay? On the 3/8 bolt across the flats, the dimension is 558. Negligible amount. If I really squeeze my calipers, it goes down. So 5.5 and 5.5. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take and flap off the dimension across the hex. Okay, so we can get down to a 5.5 in a full circle. And that's going to leave just enough shoulder here so that it will sit in and retain the spring pack, and I'll have grade 8s in a 3/8 size for my spring packs. And I'm going to do up 4 of them so that I can get some spares for my trail set. So again, there's a couple different ways you can do this. You can either do it on a normal grinder, like this bench grinder that's on a stand. I've got the belt, or I've got the disc. The rotation goes this way, so I'm going to go against here, bring my sparks down. We can also chuck this up in a drill press and take a flap wheel to the drill press. So a couple different ways you can do it, but no matter what, remember your safety glasses. These are my favorite ones from Lyft. I got these on Amazon. I'll put a link in the video, but they're pretty dope, and they cover my whole fat face. So anyway, well, here we go. And so here we have the 4 finished 3/8 center pin. The heads, they ended up being around 5.4, 5.3, somewhere in there. Again, not precision machining, don't have a lathe, but that's not too bad. So the one thing you're going to want to remember to do, though, is to drill out your spring perches for the larger head. So I'll show you that next. So after going through all my bits, I realized I didn't have a 9/16 bit that had a fluted shank down to, 1/2 inch. So I picked one up, $17, and it's going to let me drill, step out the hole in my spring perch and on the cast perch on the passenger side. As you can see, it was just barely touched out, just barely the wrong size. So just clean it up. Hopefully it's enough to get through there. And boom. Just a little bit of slop. It's not bad. There we go. Clean that junk out of there. That was full of crap. And there she goes. That'll sit nice and deep now. As deep as I can get it. No real slop in that guy. That's gonna sit nice. All right, check it out. The video you just saw is of my old springs. I took those out when I rebuilt the front axle last year and put new Rubicon Express springs in, YJ 4-inch lift, and put my brand new center pins in that were trail spares. Then I took the used ones, which were still fine, and turned those into trail spares. So you can see it, 3/8 bolt, 9/16 nylock nut, and so far, handful of trips out, including this right here. Here we go, driving up the road. This is just beautiful.
That's you have climb. Now driver is touch. There you go. There you go. Just like that. Passenger. Okay, hang on. Catch the edge of that point. Little, yeah, right there. Little passenger. You're gonna drop off that. Gorgeous.
homemade grade 8 bolts out of CAD plated. Do it. Do some wheeling. Let's go. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching.